Hey guys, welcome to How to Be Fancy. So today I'm going to show you kind of how to get 5 different looks featuring sort of summer type braids. I just wanted to show you a few ways that you can wear your hair without having to wash it every day. I like to go as long as possible without washing my hair just so that I can preserve the color. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to treat my hair. I like to use a coconut oil. Obviously I do this on dirty hair. And this stuff smells really good. It's also very good just to give your hair extra moisture, but I find that it doesn't weigh my hair down too much. So I just put this in all over the ends of my hair, usually below the ears down to the tips, and really get the hair saturated. And then I'm going to grab a comb and comb it through. I do this at night, and then once I've got it all in my hair, I'm going to pull it up. And I'll sleep with it in my hair overnight just so it gets a really good chance to sink into my hair. Now if you're worried about getting coconut oil on your pillow, you can use a headscarf. This will keep it off of your pillow and keep everything nice and clean and tidy. Now obviously on the first day, the first thing you're going to want to do is wash your hair. I use a volumizing shampoo and a pretty heavy duty conditioner, and I mix that in with my hair color just to give it a little extra boost. Then I'm going to put a little bit of a sea salt spray in my hair and a little bit of spray gel just to kind of set my style once I do it. This is just going to be 2 fishtail pigtails sort of, so nothing serious, and I do this on wet hair. If you want to know more about how to do a fishtail braid, let me know and I'll probably do a separate video because it's very simple but a little bit hard to describe in doing just a voiceover. So I do that as far down as I can possibly go on my hair just to get all of the ends secured and then tied up with a hairband. And then the only heat that I'm using on my hair today will be just to curl my bangs under. Now if you have more texture to your hair, you probably won't need to do this, but I have the straightest hair in the world, so this is what I have to do. And then I'm just adding a cute little hairband. On day 2, I'm going to do bigger kind of mermaid style hair. Now overnight I've left my hair in the braids and then tied my bangs up in a loose curl just to keep them curled under so they don't get too crazy. And I'm going to use my curling wand and section off my hair. And the cool thing about wearing your hair in braids the day before is that you really don't need to use too much heat on your hair to get it to curl. So I only have to hold each curl in for maybe 3 to 4 seconds and I get a nice curl. Otherwise I'd have to keep it in for maybe 10 to 15 seconds. So it's kind of a nice way to keep the heat off of your hair. I'm just going to continue to do this all the way around my head. And you'll have to forgive my sleepy morning look. It gets worse as the week goes on because I've been super sick, and I don't know, you can probably tell it's still in my voice. I'm still not fully recovered, but there you have it. So once you've done that, I'm just going to add a little bit of volumizing powder to my hair. This just really helps add, obviously, volume, but also keeps your hair looking clean and smelling fresh when you don't wash it a whole lot. A little dry shampoo for extra measure. This is just Tresemme. Next I'm going to let that cool and then brush out the curls just a little bit to keep them from looking too spirally and too little girl. I want it to be a little bit more messy. And I'm going to add a little bit of hair oil to it just to add some shine back into my hair. And I'm going to take just a tiny piece at the top and do an underhanded braid. Just to keep a cute little braid. I think it helps make it a little bit more feminine and secure that in place with the pin. Gonna do the other side now. I love doing little braids like this because it just adds a little bit of something different to a hairstyle that might be otherwise a little bit out of control. And then I take the hair and kind of pull it over the bobby pin so you don't see it. Now I'm going to take the pin out of my hair and just brush it under, make sure it looks good, give a little spray, and that's it. Day 3 is going to be a waterfall braid. Now overnight, obviously I was telling you I was super sick, but I put my hair in French braids to sleep with them and then curled my bangs under again and secured them with a pin. And now I'm just going to take those out so that I can kind of brush through it a little bit. It's been a little bit of a crazy night, as you can tell. So once I've got those taken out, I'm just going to brush through it just to kind of pull out any knots. I really brush my hair very gently when I'm trying not to wash it every day. And then I'm going to add a little bit of hair serum just to the bottom of my hair. I find this really helps keep the dryness away, especially in summertime when you color your hair and then you're out in the heat. So now I'm going to section my hair off a little bit off-centered part. And then I'm going to just start to do a braid. This is kind of like a half French braid. I'm not really sure what this is called. I call it kind of a waterfall braid, to where you take a braid down the side of your head and around to the back. And I'm just pulling extra hair from the nape of my neck up into the braid and then doing the rest of it just like a traditional, braid. And I kind of like this piecey and chunky and really loose. And now you get to see how crazy your hair looks when you sleep in braids for 3 days. It gets a little bit crazy, but that's okay. We're gonna make it look a lot healthier, I promise. So then I like to run my fingers through it just to make it really messy. I think the messier with braids, the better. Once I get around to the other side of my head, I'm gonna section this off and do a really chunky fishtail braid. I don't want anything too messy, and you could even do just a regular braid, but I prefer a fishtail because I feel like it stays a little bit longer in my hair. So I'm going to do this just different size chunks and pieces, pulling them over from side to side. And then once I get down to the bottom, I'm going to leave a little bit of a space before I put my rubber band in, just so I have some room to make it even messier. Like I said, messier is better with this look. Then we're just going to pull it out as much as I can, even take my little back combing brush and just pull little pieces out. So it looks very messy, super chunky, also makes your hair look a lot thicker. And then I'm going to do the same with the back, just kind of move it around, mess it up a little bit, and you can see it kind of gives just a really pretty, kind of romantic feel. Take my bangs out, do my typical brushing them through, and then just fix any little bits that need to be put into place, and you will be all set for the day. And I'm sure now day 4 is going to be a little bit more complicated. It's a French braided bun, and you can see it. My hair is crazy time messy from that braid yesterday, so I'm going to take all of that out and give it a good brushing through. I still have a little bit of my curl from the second day left over. Lots of dry shampoo today because we're getting to the place where if I were to wear it down, it would probably need to be washed. But since I'm going to wear it up, we can get away with just a little dry shampoo. Put some in my bangs. If you don't have bangs, you are lucky because it doesn't look as oily. Now the fun part. I'm going to flip my head over, give my hair a good brush to just kind of get it smoothed out. And then I'm going to start doing a French braid. Now this, you just do it upside down, just like a traditional French braid, pulling hair from side to side. But you're doing it from the base of your neck toward the top of your head, toward your crown. And I take huge sections on this and make it really messy. You can make it really neat. It just depends on what you like. And once you get it just above your ear kind of level, then you're just going to start doing a little section of braid. You can see that I do that there, and then just secure it with a rubber band. Now I'm going to take my little bristle brush and smooth that up into a high ponytail. Next I'm going to flip my head over and grab my bun sock and pull my hair through that, and then I just wrap it around and kind of form it until it goes all the way around the little form, and then take some bobby pins to secure the ends into this sock. I find that this gives you some extra volume, and it just holds better than a traditional bun. I'm going to smooth that down a little bit, test it out. You can kind of make this a little messier if you want it. I like mine super messy. Give it a little hairspray to get rid of all of the flyaways, and then I'm just going to add a cute little bow to this to make it a little bit more vintage, a little bit 60s. And pretty much that is the style completed. Now for day 5, I was feeling a little worse for wear, and so basically I'm just going to cover that mess up. Lots of dry shampoo in my bangs because that's all that's going to be showing today. And then I'm literally going to just take my hair, brush it back into the messiest ponytail that you have ever seen in your entire life. Forgive that little spiky bang there, not sure what she's doing. She'll go away here in a second. Yeah, just pull that up. Doesn't matter how messy it is because I'm literally going to cover it up. Then take a bandana, and just like you did on the night of day 1, I'm going to flip my head over, and the video is about to cut out, but I'll show you what this looks like in a second. Hey guys, so sorry the last little bit of this cut out. I'm just vlogging on my little camera because my other one died, and I'm so sick, and I'm so sorry I've been sick for the past 5 days, but I wanted to show you kind of what you can do to keep from having to wash your hair every day. I know a lot of you ask me about that, so I thought that I would give you a little kind of show and tell of what I do on a daily basis. Now obviously I wouldn't wear braids every single day. I just thought it would be kind of a fun little theme. I didn't do braids today because, as you can tell, I can barely talk, so I just couldn't be bothered. But let me know if you liked something like this. I'm happy to do more of these. I'll definitely get better with the filming quality of it all because it's a little bit difficult to film in my bathroom because it's teeny tiny, so maybe I'll work on bringing things out here into where I normally film so that you can see things a little bit better. I'm gonna just have to work out some mirror situations and things like that. But I hope that you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave me comments and suggestions down below. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.